Alright, in this video I'll discuss the Turkey-Sweden tension that is currently going on with regards to the burning of the Qur'an. And one side they are talking about this is freedom of speech, other side they are saying this is Islamophobia. So before I do go further, I want to make it clear, don't use bits and pieces of my video to spread hate and indifference. Rather take the conversation as a whole, okay? And I'll give you a balanced view from both the sides. Now, a few days ago, yesterday, I made a video on freedom of speech and freedom of expression where I lightly touched upon this topic, burning of the Quran. Is burning of the Quran freedom of speech? Insulting other religions, is that freedom of speech? So I'm not going to repeat myself. You can check this video or the link will be put down below. What I want to speak right now is how politicians are basically using people to further their agenda. Now, consider what is happening. Okay, you can read about it from Al Jazeera and all other news outlets, TRT or whatever. Now, in Turkey, what is happening right now? All the Turkish Muslims are shouting slogans, and they are shouting, some of them are saying, we will kill anyone who insults our prophet, or we will destroy Sweden if you insult our holy books. Okay? And on the other side, Sweden, they are saying, okay, you want your freedom of expression, freedom of speech, do it quietly. You want to burn the book or whatever, we give you this thing, but don't fight and hurt and harm anyone. Then the third side, you have Saudi, Kuwait, all those places saying this is Islamophobic. Okay. Now there are three areas. Okay. Now, depending on, I've told you this before, depending on which side you are, you'll either speak for or against. If you're a Muslim and you truly believe in the Quran and you believe in Prophet Muhammad, your argument will be, this is Islamophobic. Insulting our religion is not the way. How can you insult our religion? Okay. And people who passionately believe in their religion, who are extreme, for lack of a better word, or hyper passionate, they'll say, I'm ready to die for my God. I'm ready to die. And then there are these psycho who are, I will kill and I will destroy you in the name of my God. You insult my God or you draw a cartoon, I will destroy you, I will kill you, I will die as a martyr. Okay, that is extreme. So now, that is one side. The other side that believes in being liberal, that freedom of whatever, you can insert whatever this thing you want. They say, this is just a book. This is just a book. It's not magic. I can burn the Quran, I can burn the Bible, I can burn any holy book, like I can burn a comic book, I can burn an empty book, any book. Why should it matter? Okay, I'm expressing my thoughts. And then they can say that I have the freedom to burn. You have the freedom to either do something about it, react, or ignore. So both the sides I've given you. Okay? But the part which I want you to think about is not as a Muslim or not as a freedom of whatever. And I'm not going to lecture you like the previous video about we should respect others, and that I've already spoken about. Rather, I want you to think, look at the larger picture, just zoom out. See what is happening. Turkey has objected to Sweden joining NATO, and they can join NATO only if they do certain conditions. Okay? And Sweden wanted to extend a hand of friendship and make peace and kind of lure them, remove the objection, let us join. And then when Sweden was going to meet Turkey, this far-right guy, all of a sudden, decided to do this. So now tensions have built up even more. Now, yes, people have started now to highlight the worst cases of each side. Sweden is highlighting, oh, look, wherever Muslims come, they cause problems. In Muslim-led states, they will talk about bombing and killing and beheading and extremism, and they can't get along with our culture. They will show the worst side. Muslims, on the other hand, they will highlight the worst of what the West is doing. Oh, you are torturing Muslims. You're saying freedom of speech, but we can't talk about, but you'll not allow anyone to talk about the Holocaust or about Jews, which is a fact. Okay? Then you say freedom of speech, but if anything is sensitive to you, then you don't allow that. Why the double standards? Now, we can go on and look at the worst in each. Okay, which the politicians want us to do. And always remember, in order to become successful in politics, you need to identify a common enemy, and you need to unite all the people and focus on that destruction. So what happens is, when you focus on that destruction, people stop looking at the current drawbacks. It's like a magic trick, the magician shows his hand here, but you're not looking at the other hand. The other hand is where he's doing other stuff. And this is the problem with most countries. If you actually notice, like for example in India, nobody is bothered about the unemployment. Nobody is bothered about the price rise. I'm not saying nobody is bothered, but those are issues. But what are people generally talking about? What is the media talking about? Hindu-Muslim clash. Oh, they killed these Hindus, or these Muslims killed these Hindus, Hindus killed these Muslims. So those are hot button topics. So now what happens is, you're distracted with that. It's like a magic. So in the same way, Turkey has, if you actually look at Turkey, what are Turkey's current problems? There is unemployment, the currency is hardly having any value, the economy is in shambles, the leadership itself is in big question, this massive corruption. But nobody is talking about that. Now what are they talking about? Burning of the Qur'an. They're talking about religion. So this guy, very happy. Don't look at all these bad things I did. Let's focus on this. Sweden, on the other hand, I'm sure they have their own issues. But instead of focusing on what really matters, they're focusing on other things. See the Western countries, like right now in USA, Biden. If you actually look at Biden's track record, there are so many things you need to focus on what Biden has to do in terms of jobs or in terms of economy or the $1 trillion debt. Instead of focusing on that, what are they talking about? Donald Trump and the 6th of Jan. Do you know this? I heard this with Valuetainment. Patrick Bet David. He said that I think they've spent around $6 billion just to pay lawyers to convict Donald Trump. The government of USA, imagine, the government of USA is spending $6 billion just to fight or get Donald Trump guilty. $6 billion you can spend for something else. Why focus on this? That's what politics is. Why do you think Biden is constantly tweeting, oh, we have improved so many jobs? Only the good news. They are only talking the good news. And they are trying to distract you with, oh, transgender, oh, she is a he is a she, there's a Latinx, they'll focus on everything else other than what matters. Because at the end of the day, they have to stay in power. In fact, have you noticed this? Whenever the Democrats want to focus on something, they'll bring out the worst case scenario. Oh, gun shooting. This small boy killed so many people. This man shot so many people. This is actually an issue. It is a problem. But is it greater than helping the millions get jobs or a better life? No. But the media will focus on where maximum attention is, which is a hot button topic, and where people go emotionally crazy. So my overall message to you is, don't allow the politicians and the media to play with your emotions and feelings. Okay, fine, you love your religion, you love your God, fine. I'm not saying you should not love. But use that intelligently to do good, and don't give publicity or mileage to these people who are doing bad. See, the media companies are busy advertising, oh, he burned the Qur'an. They're showing it on everyone's face. And the more you interact and engage with this, the more you're keeping the issue relevant. And then you get protesters and all that. I mean, how does it help the country? How does it help the economy? How does it help people's jobs? How does it help education? How does it help what matters? By this protest and burning and I'll kill you, you'll kill me. Remember, politicians are taking you guys for a ride. Don't allow that. The media companies are doing it for eyeballs. Focus on things that matter. There are a lot of Muslims I personally know, they just ignore these insults. Even if they see someone burning a Qur'an or insulting Prophet Muhammad, fine, you do what you want, man. They're not bothered. So when there is nobody giving them attention and nobody reacting, you think they are still going to do it? Social media age, when people know that nobody is reacting, nobody is responding, they discontinue. That is why today the media channels, they will talk on illogical, shocking stuff. Like today's headlines I saw on Facebook. He loved his wife so much. After his wife died, he changed his gender and had surgery to look like his wife. Now, is this a normal news? It's not normal. It's abnormal. But they know they'll get able to click. Oh, this man, he fell in love with this woman who is trapped in an 8-year-old girl's body. Oh, he is, people are saying he's a pedophile or he's not a pedophile, or Kim Kardashian lost weight and she's showing... So they always talk of, oh, he identifies as a she and she identifies as a he, and the man who identifies as a woman is breastfeeding his child, but is worried no milk is coming out. All this nonsense they talk. So please understand that media companies know that if they share something stupid or shocking or illogically, people will share. And politicians know if they have to distract you from issues that matter, give you something explosive where religion or emotions or a common enemy is involved. Please don't fall for this. Focus on what is important. I'm not saying go make peace and love one another. Please focus on your life. Anyway, end of the day, remember, Even when you share such incidents, videos, or oh, he fought with him, he hit him, he burned the Quran, so he went to kick him and hit him, and then YouTubers are, yeah, we will do this, we will do that, and where does it end, man? Focus on what matters. This matters. Your life matters. Your family matters. All this political nonsense, religious fights and all that, is not going to help you. So I hope this is clear. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And please, keep it civil, Anyway, it's me signing off. You guys take care. Ciao.